Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to my channel. RAYGO reactions. To E major. E major 7, who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, how is everybody doing? Welcome back to RAYGO Reactions. If you haven't already, hit that subscribe button because we have got many rabbit holes we are going down this year. By the way, Happy New Year. Before the new year began, I actually dived in to a couple of newbies who I'd never heard of before. Well, I tell a lie. I'd heard of Chris Rea and I've started going down his rabbit hole. I've started going down Pink Floyd rabbit hole as well. So, by the way, let me know in the comments if there's any songs by those guys you want to hear. But today it's about ELO. Now, I hadn't ever heard of these guys. I was calling them ELO. That's how none the wiser I was to this. Electric Light Orchestra, Jeff Lynne's band, came about in 1970. Apparently, one of you guys said in the comments that John Lennon said if the Beatles would have continued, they would have sounded like Electric Light Orchestra. Now, one of our legendary subscribers by the name of Gavin, shout out Gavin, legend, he has said, Joe, can you react to Concerto for a Rainy Day? It's 20 minutes long and there's no video, guys. So it looks like I'm just going to have to go in and imagine it. You know what I mean? The songs that are on here are Standing in the Rain, Big Wheels, Summer and Lightning, and Mr. Blue Sky. Now, some people in the comments said you will have heard of some of the tunes, but by the look of the names, I have no clue. I can't believe I've been my whole life not knowing who these guys are and how big they are. Anyway, before we get into this, as you might know, I'm in a band called RAYGO Bloom, and I'm going to leave you with one of my songs at the very end of this video, so stay tuned for that. But without further ado, let's get into it! Let me crank this up. You know what I'm getting? I'm hearing, what's the word I'm looking for? Operatic. Almost like, I bet Queen was inspired by this band. I can imagine Freddie Mercury is about to get involved for some reason. This is 1970 as well, apparently. Well, is it? Let me just double check when this was. Electric Light, because I need to try and get my bearings here. Concerto for a Rainy Day. Release. Because there's only 4 songs on it, which means it's an EP. 77, double album, Out of the Blue. What? It's a 4-song symphonic suite by the Electronic for the 1977. Okay, I don't know. This is tripping me right out. If this is how I would imagine an EP to start, you know, a good intro, and the production on it as well. It's great production to say this is in the 70s. Do you know what I mean? If you actually listen to the ear, the panning that's going on, like, and the clarity, because it can be very easy to be muddy back then. If you listen to a lot of early Beatles tracks, of course it was the 60s and the production value was ridiculously poor at that point, but you can't even hear the kick drum and etc. But this sounds very good. Let's go.
I'm so tired. I wanna go home. I'm standing in the rain, getting soaking wet. I'm doing my best, but what do I get? Standing in the rain, can't seem to get around. Oh, people rushing by, respect my sorrow. I'm standing in the rain, it's steaming down on me. Cats and dogs, I wanna be free. Standing in the rain, doing my thing, trying my best, but what does it bring? Standing in the rain, getting soaking wet, doing my best, but what do I get? Good intentions and the pain, they drown out in the pouring rain. I'm trying to be so good this time, but here I am under the sky.
Okay. First things first. Let me get this across. On this channel, I keep everything 100% honest. I don't want to be one of those reactors who just lies to get views or any. I do not do that. I want to be honest, and I want you guys. We all have an opinion on this channel. Leave it in the comments. Your own opinion. Everyone's entitled to it. So don't shoot me when I give my brutal honesty. This song right now isn't for me. Now, it's only because it's not my style of music. However, again, what I want to do is I'm trying to expand my vision, and I can appreciate what is talented and what isn't, and what's good and what's creative. And even though this isn't my kind of music, what I mean by that is I just wouldn't listen to this. However, I'm listening to it, and I'm still seeing and hearing very cool stuff. The vocal harmonies that's going on, the amount of different tempo, well, not tempo changes, but beat changes with the drums going into, you know, 4/4, and then it's going into half. All that stuff is cool. The production's cool. It's just a bit too experimental for me. I'm quite a bland, placid musician. I like to keep it. You could almost, like Noel Gallagher, I stick to the normal 4 chords. I don't know why. I'm quite boring like that, but that's why I really appreciate, you know, I don't know. That's just the kind of music I do. I can hear Pink Floyd influences in there. I don't know who's influenced by who, but I could definitely see in this time, I bet they were inspired by each other, because I'm hearing almost like, is it Roger Waters or David Gilmour? Sounds like that. But right now, this song in particular is a bit hectic for me. Let's continue though, because the last one I reacted to, which was by ELO, was sick. So listen, everyone's got songs that just ain't for me. But let's continue. Don't be disheartened by this. Let's go. everyone's good at what they're doing, put it that way.
I've been thinking it over. So many times they say you got it made. They never understand. The answer lies within your soul. 'Cause no one knows inside what point will fall. Big wheels turning, baby, I know. Oh, not at all. Big wheels turning, baby, I know. Oh, not at all. Big wheels turning, turning. Save it for a rainy day, for when the cold wind blows, to see how they run. I thought they'd know. I tried my best, all I could do, but somehow it wasn't loud enough for you. Big wheels turning, baby, I know. Oh, for you. Wheels turning, baby, I know. Wheels turning, I remember the day and night, a lonely light that shines upon the window. I see it all so clear, the tenderness, the silent tears. Out there in the pouring rain, through cold dark weary days, I see you standing there. I see the big wheels turning, never ending, on and on they go.
Mate, at the end of the day, you can't deny the songwriting skills that's going on right about now. Pure talent. I can hear so many influences. I can hear David Gilmour. I can hear Pink Floyd. I can hear almost like, do you know, A Day in the Life by the Beatles. I'm getting them kind of vibes. And I can hear David Bowie as well. There's a cool guitar part that's going on in this song. It's like a continuous, monotonous sound going on in the left ear from that. Listen, this song's better. I'm liking this one. To be fair though, when I think about it, like I say, it's four tracks on this. For an introduction to the song, to the album, that other song, although it weren't for me, it was still very... If you like this kind of music, I can see why you would definitely love this. It's giving me big Pink Floyd vibes. I'm interested to see if David Gilmour or any Roger Waters have said anything on these and if they were inspired or... Because this is... It's pure talent. You know what I mean? And again, I'm just little old Joe who's into more down the line, straight down the line music. Experimental is just nothing I've usually really dabbled with. But if you are one of them, and especially in the 70s, we know people used to take, people might have dropped a few, you know what I'm talking about, and then you go to a gig and you zone in. This is the kind of music you want to be listening to. More imaginative, isn't it? At the end of the day, more expressive. It's trippy. You know, people who might have been on a trip at the time. I'm talking to you. Right, let's go.
I'm gonna have to start again. It's rather sad because I looked around, can't seem to find whatever's always rolling through my mind. Big wheels turning, turning through my mind. Big wheels turning.
It's a cool concept. A rainy day, concert for a rainy day. The lyrics. I'm gonna listen to the lyrics on this. Bro, give me more of this. This is what I'm talking about. See, this is not so experimental as what I'm going off on the first track. It's just getting better and better. The first track, not really for me. Second track, it's more my stuff. Now, this is where you start talking about what I like. And again, it's all personal preference, isn't it? So, what gets you moving? If this is what ELO is about, and that was just an introduction, and you start giving me this. Because what was the last song I listened to? The only song I've listened to on the last performance. I don't know what it was, but it was a banger. The chorus so catchy, and I can tell, even off that Big Wheels Turning, or Big Wheels Spinning, whatever I just listened to, it had this section in it which is very catchy. And I can tell that ELO are going to have many catchy riffs. Even how it's in my head right now. Whatever he's doing. I mean, hell yeah. That sounds like something to me. But look, it sounds like he's down here. Come on! I know where they're going with it. This is very George Harrison-esque. I can hear George Harrison going on here. Jeff Lynne must have been inspired by the Beatles because I know I can hear Beatles stuff. But I'm hearing George Harrison now in this acoustic section. This is good stuff. And now, okay, guys, you can literally. This is why I like doing these kind of videos as well, because you're literally seeing me grow into it. Let's go. Bro. What was that one called? Summer and Lightning. What a banger that one was, guys. Summer and Lightning. Woo! Now that's a tune right there. You know what? I don't even have to research it. I'm telling you I'm hearing these influences. David Bowie, Pink Floyd, blah de blah, George Harrison. But don't get it twisted. I am by no means saying that Jeff Lynne hasn't got his own skill set. I know that this is one talented man, one talented songwriter who is actually, I bet the more I go down this rabbit hole, the more I realise how much of an influence he is on other musicians and other bands from throughout the 80s and 90s and etc. His music is revolutionary. I get why John Lennon said that would have been us if we would have continued, because this is when Moogs and these synthesizers started getting created and you could do cool stuff around that time, you know what I mean? Musically and sonically on these machines, it adjusted in Music had been promoted back then, and Jeff Lynne's being experimental. What happened was, though, guys, they went too experimental, some people. Like George Harrison, he released a EP, and it's just basically white noise. If you don't know, don't bother. But he released this little EP, and it's just like... Just because at the time that was a thing, and it's like, alright, if that's what you want to do. But we all know it sounds whack. You know what I mean? Like, by the way, I'm not slating anything to George Harrison because I'm half Liverpudlian. He's a gangster. His actual music's amazing. But this EP he released, I'll tell him to this day, it sucks. But that's what kind of happened on the scene. They went experimental, and they went too experimental. How far can we push this? And then they were releasing it. And it's like, it doesn't sound that great. But then they started to come back, and I was like, all right, we know we've got all this technical equipment. We don't have to go overboard. And this is what I'm gathering here on this. Like, this is no way near as drastic as what I'm saying. Like, I'm talking about other stuff, but this is a small example. Like, the start of this is a bit too experimental for me. And then he's starting to drift into his, all right, let's make some singles. Like, I bet you any money the single on this song would have been, well, there's two songs. Like, Summer and Lightning, that's a single. Mr. Blue Sky is the next song up. I've heard a lot of people talk about this. But I could bet you, my bottom dollar, I bet you this one, it could have been a single in the charts. You know what I mean? It's like the EP's going from experimental to singles. You know what I mean? What are the general public gonna like? Let's go. I hope you understand what I'm saying. Mr. Blue Sky, let's go. Let me have you. I can't be the only one who's just heard that. Just goes to show how on point I really am. I must be on point because I just said I can hear a day in the life influences. Now, if you haven't heard Day in the Life, go and listen to the second section which Paul McCartney wrote. The first section is John Lennon, I read the news today, oh boy. And then it goes into Paul McCartney's, woke up, got out of bed, drag the chrome across my head. Now, the beginning of this Mr. Blue Sky, I already know it. I know this verse. I know this song. But I would be lying if I didn't say this is complete robbery of the second section to A Day in the Life. Compare them yourselves if you don't know what I'm talking about, but I'm sure you guys do because you obviously know your music. Check this. All you need. Woke up, got out of bed. It's uncanny! It's uncanny!
Sun is shining in the sky. There ain't a cloud in sight. It stopped raining. Everybody's in the play. And don't you know, it's a beautiful new day.
It's a banger though.
Running down the avenue. See how the sun shines brightly in the city. On the streets where once was pity. Mr. Blue Sky is living here today. Hey, Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Mr. Blue Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did
Mate, this is incredible stuff. Guys, I'm sorry if I keep pausing it, but I need to react. At the end of the day, I'm not saying anything negative about the very uncanny comparison from this to A Day in the Life, the intro. If you want to be inspired by something, go for it. Speaking about Noel Gallagher, he robbed everything from Oasis. Go ahead. If you can make your millions doing that, then do it. I say go for it. But, like I say, he's still got his own sound. The rest of the song, once you move on from that, is completely different to A Day in the Life, and it's a banger. It's a #1 single. I know this song, it's just a famous song, it's a tune. This EP and the concept of it starting doom and gloom at the very beginning, so it's rainy days and all this, and now we've, as you can see, I get it now. Not only has it gone from experimental to more single, singy-songy, it's gone from doom and gloom to happy. The lyrics have gone that way as well. It's a concept EP. Rainy day to Mr. Blue Sky. Please tell us why have you been away for so long. Wow! Such a simple yet effective concept for an EP. You know what I mean? It just goes to show you don't always have to go into depth. There's EPs where there's this huge story, this criminal underline, and there's people involved, and there's all the mate. Just talk about how doom and gloom it is and how you feel on those days, and then work your way up to it's now grey clouds, it's not as bad, to it's a windy day but the clouds are no longer there, to it's blue skies, blah blah. Mate, this is good stuff.
Sky, please tell us why you had to hide away for so long. Where did we go wrong? Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Hey there, Mr. Blue, it's a place to be with you. Look around, see what you do. Everybody smiles at you. Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky, Mr. Blue Sky. Mr. Blue, you get it right, but some comes Mr. Night, creeping over, now his hand is on your shoulder. Never mind, I remember you this way. Mr. Blue Sky, tell us why
You know what? I actually have to clap because it is nothing but pure talent. The songwriting skills are they're incredible. Like, I don't know if he had any help writing these things, but all the arrangements of the violins, the cellos, the keyboard, the piano, the bass guitar, by the way, on the ending of Mr. Blue Sky, incredible. Just very quite jazz-like, to be honest. Just like boom, 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 boom. Just up and down, keeping that groove going. That was sick. That really was actually really sick. Although, like I say at the beginning, the experimental stuff isn't really for me. Songs like Mr. Blue Sky and, forgive me, the other one. What was the other one called? Summer and Lightning. Great songs. Absolute great songs. Just songs that I guess... Well, they stand the test of time because I know that Mr. Blue Sky, and I don't know why I've not heard of Summer and Lightning, but I should have done. To be honest, I don't know why I haven't heard of Electric Light Orchestra before, but it all goes back to this thing, doesn't it? Like, this generation, which I grew up in, there's a newer generation now, but the 2000s and 10s, you're not introduced to this kind of music. You just hear it by the off chance on a radio or something like Mr. Blue Sky or on a film. And it's like, it's a shame really, because music like this, true music, with this generation, they're not telling their kids about these great songs because they're all talking about, I'm not going to say any names, but this music that's been out now, that's what parents are teaching their kids. It's like, this ain't true music, what you're hearing in the charts, just so you all know. This, what you're hearing, this ELO, the Beatles, them bands, that's what true music is. But guys, I'm very interested to continue. What else have Electric Light Orchestra got? At the end of the day, I approve. And I know I'm just little old Joe. It doesn't matter if I approve or not. No one cares about my judgment. But that is a genius piece of music. It really is. This is another thing as well. Whether you like it or not, you can't deny the talent, and you have to give props where props are due. Like, that is incredible, and I give my flowers to Jeff Lynne. Very, very great, and now I know it's all making sense why he was in the Travelling Wilburys and etc. Genius stuff. Genius. Guys, if you've liked this video, be sure to subscribe because I'm going down a huge rabbit hole with these guys. I'm going down many rabbit holes on this channel. But I've got my own music as well, which feel free to have a little check out. I've got loads of things coming this year. This is my other channel where I do other things. This is my music where I drop all my songs. Yeah, that was killer. Great suggestion. Subscribe. I'm going to love you and leave you with my latest song. Until next time, peace.
I woke up this morning, poured myself a drink. I picked up my guitar as I looked out to the sea. I didn't think much of it. It's nothing I've never seen. But then I put on the news and I soon realized how lucky I am to be a healthy man. Never prayed that much when I was a kid, but it's never too late. I no longer question why I feel down. I remind myself of good health, and I soon turn that frown upside down. Never prayed that much when I was a kid, but it's never too late. Now the first thing that I do when I wake up is look up to the sky. Thank the Lord